reception. That play had it all.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the desert Southwest, Glendale, Arizona, and State Farm Stadium. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game as we've got a great one in store between the Seattle Seahawks and the Arizona Cardinals. The fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round. We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. And right off the bat, Mills looking to throw it. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Gotta hope that's not a sign of things to come as they face an early 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Mills got his man, Robbie Anderson. A gain of 8 there on the play. And 3rd and 8 now. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On 3rd down, here's Mills. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That's good for a first down. Here's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch in the playoffs. First down throw for Mills. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. On the move past the 40. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Over 100 catches in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch in these playoffs. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Mills to throw it. That's going to be caught downfield by Anderson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
They clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, and that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's at ease. Feels good about what
he's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line.
That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback, because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3.
Looking to throw is Mills.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. Touchdown!
David Njoku.
An 11-yard touchdown.
And the Cardinals are on the board first here in this division round matchup.
No problem there on the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
This will be fielded inside the 5.
And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
Here's Walker to start the drive. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Sticking with Walker on second down. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now Jones.
And that's going to be incomplete. But, man, his first throw, that nearly went the other way. Instead, it's fourth down.
On fourth down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. Take it at the 37. It'll be a 41-yard punt, give them 5 on the return. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
Just 2 series in here, Charles, but everything's gone to script so far. They got a touchdown on their first drive. Their defense holds, and now they've got a chance to take a 2-score lead.
And to co-sign with you, exactly the start they scripted up. And really, that kind of start, that can set the tone for the game for them.
So 8 yards on the completion there, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
Mills now from the 50. Oh, that'll be incomplete. He took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one. Force the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere.
Mills on 3rd and 2.
They're going deep for Hill.
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
Picked off by Byron Murphy.
And the Seahawks will take over possession here up at the 44.
When I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Throwing Jones.
Throw out wide to Walker.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A quick first down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. On 1st and 10, Jones. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Boy, a pair of big plays here. This one going for 29. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Walker now on 1st and 10. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. They'll try for the first with Walker. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
So out now is the Seattle field goal team. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And his kick here is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this third drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of the tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's the tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Mills. That is caught by Anderson. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So the big play nullified, a legal forward pass.
And maybe we know why they were able to get such a good chunk of yardage on that play. That pass was illegal.
Maybe worse than the loss of yardage, they also lose the down. So now it's 3rd and long. Throwing, Mills. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
I don't think anyone would argue that having that extra week definitely helps come playoff time. And those were some fresh legs right there. That extra practice time and planning, certainly in evidence.
So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. In motion, Hill. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that one into the hands of Brown downfield. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. And that's 2 big catches that he's had on this drive alone.
And I can hear it right now. If they give up a third to him, whoever does that, go stand on the other sideline. You're persona non grata on our team at that point.
And that is caught by Brown for a Cardinal touchdown. Marquise Brown, an 18-yard touchdown grab, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point safely through, and that pushes the lead up to 11. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Jones over the middle, complete. It's Austin. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. A give for Walker running right. And he's got some space here. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 18 more yards there and another 1st down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Jones on 1st down. Forced out to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Some room to maneuver. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. 43 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Trying the left side with Walker. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and lock it free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jones. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And the Cardinals are going to get the football back at their own 17.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
We know he has a lot of confidence in his arm and likes to force it downfield, but the coverage was tight there. Fortunate that wasn't picked off.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
To throw, Mills. They'll swing this out to Fournette. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
He is going to find Hill here. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches.
Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage, so they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Again, it's Mills.
Now the defense loses him. It's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A gain of 32 that time. Well, one thing's for sure. They're going to have to come up with something at halftime because he is absolutely roasting them right now.
They're going to go through the whole litany of things, changing coverages, what are we going to do to put a man on him? The big thing to me is treat it like a good pitcher treats pitching a game. Change your timing, change your location. So sometimes you're up on him, sometimes you're back. Just change up the looks that he sees and make him just a little bit more hesitant.
Mills on first down.
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Mills now.
And that is taken in by Njoku. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Mills.
This is caught. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. Great footwork there, Charles, to dot the I, stay in bounds, get both feet in. He's probably thinking, though, man, I made a catch like that close to the end zone. I should have scored.
Yeah, there's always a regret when you're that close to the goal line. But let's go back to what you talked about before. Getting his feet down. Would you say dotting the I? I can cross the T as well.
And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona.
Leonard Fournette
taking it in from 2 yards out. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And it's 21-3. Kick this one away, and off it goes. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think
he's got a man complete. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. But I believe a Seahawk was able to get a handle on this, so this will remain Seattle ball.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Jones now. A final shot before break. Under pressure, and they got to him again. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest, but now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Walker. And down he goes, but the stiff arm utilized effectively there, and it helps him move the sticks. 58 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you should have a few men in the box there.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Jones. He finds Austin complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 40. back to throw. Jones. He'll let it fly for Austin. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
So roughing the passer penalty, never one that you like to see.
Not at all, and especially when you're in that final push of the season. You can't afford to get your quarterback hurt before the playoffs roll around, and we know they'll be here before you know it.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
On 2nd and 10. Jones. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. 20. And they will score. It's a pick six for the Cardinals touchdown. Extra point attempt to come here. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
You see this a lot on corner blitzes because they don't often get a shot at the quarterback, so they want to take it when they can. But this time the hit came too late. Easy call for the official.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Off play action. Jones. Throwing left side, it's complete.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Operating from the gun. Jones.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Cards are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ballgame, but that's something right there still in the 3rd quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
Mills' throw is caught here by Anderson.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down. A 1st down throw for Mills.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Jordan Brooks with it. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. But Charles, I know you appreciate seeing this great defense, especially with the heightened intensity of the postseason. These two defenses, they have risen to the occasion to force back-to-back interceptions.
You know me well, Brandon. I always stand with my fellow defenders. And I love watching them make plays, and you nailed it. It's playoff time. This is when it matters most.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
Now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Second and 11 at the 41.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack.
A loss of 3 on the sack made by multiple defenders.
Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
And the Cardinals are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. This defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown in the first half. Haven't done so here in this half either. Blanketed the field going all the way back to the opening drive, and they come up.
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Cardinals.
So, my man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else out there, bring your game.
The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worked.
And now here's another interception.
And the Cards are going to take possession of the football. Well, that is now his 5th interception thrown in this game. And, Charles, you've got to tip your cap to this defense. I mean, they have been so impressive reading these passes, stepping in those lanes, and picking them off.
Yeah, sometimes the best offense is an excellent defense, and they've done exactly that. What do you think, partner? A season's worth of highlights in just 4 quarters? I think that's what we're seeing from this group.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there, because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
play fake. Mills. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So the deep ball giveth, and now the deep ball taketh away.
And you get deep on me here. I like that. Going to the next level in what you're thinking. And when you think about all the success he's had throwing the football so far, sometimes when you're doing that, you think you're invincible out there. But he was given a cold dose of reality on that throw.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach. And
you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. 69 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Now Jones going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And incomplete on the deep ball.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
Straight ahead, Walker.
And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but...
And my goodness, another interception. And the Cardinals are going to take possession of the football. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is incomplete. Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. On play action, Mills under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jamal Adams on the safety blitz, too fast to handle. Well, there was 2nd long, now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Cardinals. Hollywood, Marquise Brown. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Cardinals are moving closer to a date now in the NFC Championship game as they're able to extend this 4th quarter lead. The point after is good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The Cardinals setting out to kick this one away, and off we go. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. Give them a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Cardinals have got it going the other way. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down.
Throwing Jones.
Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
I don't care how many times we say it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation. They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Option play, they'll give to Walker.
And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Now Jones off the play fake. Pressure comes and the Cardinals bring him down.
Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to it.
Talk about 2 sides of the ball at cross purposes, because mercifully this game's almost over for the offense, but the defense, they still want to get a few shots in. That front 7, they've loved this ball game. They've been able to pad their stats, and maybe some backups can get in and get a sack as well.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Here's Hill on the return. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return,
and they will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And it would appear that that first-round bye certainly helped. They've looked fresh from the start and no letdown here as they lead big in this divisional round, and they look to book a spot in the conference championship. He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
That's going to be caught downfield by Hill.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one good for 37.
And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. So the officials and the folks in New York got a second look at this one, and the call is going to be overturned. Mills now looks to throw on first down. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Up big here in the fourth quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points, but they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
And they'll throw again. Here's Mills. This is caught, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Extra point attempt to follow here. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think.
And now here's another interception. Oh, they try a lateral on the return, and now the ball's loose. Down the numbers. There he goes. The 20. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown.
But that's got to be so disappointing for a defense. You know, you force the fumble, think you got a chance at a turnover, and instead, not only do you give up the football, you also give up a touchdown as well.
Yeah, you just think to yourself, you've done all the hard work, right? You forced the fumble, but when they didn't come up with it, I think they relaxed a little bit or maybe lost their focus as well.
And oh, it's blocked. But he will not be able to advance this into the end zone, so it will stand as a blocked PAT. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone.
And they're moving on to the conference championship. How about this?
What a tremendous feeling to get to the game that can get you to the Super Bowl. A fantastic season.